everyone receives is a reflection of us.
Welcome. I was thinking recently about the impact of mobile phones. I remember a time when you could walk outside, play in the streets with your neighbors, your community. Everyone would be outside playing in the parks, on the road, in your driveway. You would go to the city and it would be bustling with things to do and people. It was exciting, entertaining. You would go to concerts and watch the concerts, take photos with a camera, but enjoy it. And as we see now, everything is on the phone. No one enjoys the atmosphere anymore. They want to post it on TikTok or YouTube or Facebook or Instagram just to gain likes. With the hope of what? Trying to become popular? Trying to gain monetary or fame through influence? Only to realize that the video itself may have been distorted or the audio never works. Or they find something to pick on or blame rather than enjoy the moment. But why? Why has there been such a shift? We grew up with Nokias and 3210s and all of these smaller phones that just sent messages and called. These phones had a purpose, fit for use, you might say. So why the change? Why the influence where you can use it for things like I am now, recording? You can use it for emails, internet, a walking computer. But as with walking computers, it is also a frequency generator, a transmitter, a receiver. Wherever you go today, most people have a phone on them. But why? We have been tricked, deceived into carrying this device wherever we go. We understand what Wi-Fi is, the hidden frequencies and transmissions that are being collected by the phone to attach to a computer. Most common people don't really understand what it is on the frequency waves. Now all of those invisible waves are being shot around everywhere you go. Thousands and thousands, hundreds of thousands of people, each with a phone, each transmitting and receiving these waves, creating a universal grid. This highway, if you will, can be manipulated, can be influenced, can be sending thoughts and transmissions through everyone's phone. It's in your pocket, it's in your bag, wherever you go. We don't need it. We've gone to having quick replies, to needing an answer straight away, to I must make sure I don't miss something. This definition of fast return has meant that we always have our phone nearby. But it shouldn't be treated as something that is a necessity, but more a luxury. When we come home, we can check emails. When we are not at work, we shouldn't check emails. We are free to spend time with family and friends. Get out in nature. This society of we must check on our Instagram post or take a photo and promote it. The TikTok awards for people who don't do any good for the world but provide nonsense. These frequency grids that they create through the phones are only getting more and more. But what if we don't take our phones with us? What does that generate in some people? Fear. Fear because they say, well, what if I need to make a call or an emergency? What if I have a friend that calls me and I need to answer the phone? Because they have influenced people to have it with you. But they don't influence you to keep a bottle of water with you or some food. So why a phone? Why have they removed a lot of the phone boxes on the sides of the streets in replacement for your own phone? There are less and less of these phones, but growing up they were everywhere. Because that's what it was. The reverse charges in case you needed an emergency. Now we have phones everywhere. They are trying to carry it. People were much happier back then than they are now. Whether it's dopamine or influence from these frequencies, whatever you might be, phones have made people more miserable. They're on it 24/7. The blue light in your eyes, of course, it affects everyone. Young kids and babies have been brought up through technology and iPads. In schools, they have replaced blackboards with digital television screens, laptops, and all of these technological advancements, they might say. But it is giving kids worse eyes. It is teaching them that technology is the way, but yet not understanding what it is that they are doing. I believe, in my opinion, we need to go back to the phones only being used for text and for messages. And I think the reason why I believe that is because, or I enforce it, is the very notion that we have taken everything for granted. We just expect it to be because it is. So the worth or the value of something is insignificant due to its ease of downloading ability, or that we can go into any shop and acquire one, or do this or do that simply. So it's lost its purpose, its value. But go back to a phone that can only be used for text and phone calls. You drop down all the screens and your battery time increases. You are forced to make other changes. You can still have internet at home. Why not? Is everything that important? Is the messages we must send to our friends via text so important we cannot miss out? Does everyone need to know what your food looks like? Or that you've had another baby? People have been deceived into promoting their life online. But a phone should just be that, a phone, not a PC. That is why they call them smart devices, smartphones, because it's not a phone anymore. It's a computer that can dial. And everyone carries one with them, me included. And every single one is transmitting and receiving messages from one another. Whether it's Bluetooth or Wi-Fi or all of this stuff, which is why a lot of people tie the securities down. So it's an interesting concept. If the frequencies of the phones reduce, the livelihood of people get better. There's no denying that. You have so many people all in one place with so much frequency being transmitted from phones. Where's that coming from? Affecting everyone. It is just another episode of The Kingsman. I think it's a blessing, in my opinion, to have grown without phones. A life where your imagination grew and your creativity flourished. To see the influence of the first internet and dial-up into where it is now. You appreciate what it meant. Now everything is just another screenshot away from being viral. Another like or post away from being an influencer and dictated by powers that be. These people are miserable, and they are teaching our children and other people to be miserable too, not realizing what they are doing. I say, we need to go backwards with technology and phones. Not with what technology can do for us in terms of computing or power or infrastructure or science. But when things start to encroach upon our daily lives, reduce our level of happiness, are creating addictive properties similar to that of smoking or heroin or nicotine, that's not good. I think the best things we can do are to put the phone down, to go out daily without it, break yourself away from that disease, appreciate what it is. When we can all appreciate the device that is in front of us, what it means to have one, we can then get rid of it. Do we need phones all the time? No. We have just been manipulated to believe that we do. I am not an advocate to make it happen. I am not one to say that we should, because moving forward we can generate frequencies on smartphones that can heal the world. We can change it. But we can do so through televisions and internet and everything else. But if we really want to bring people back together, the first step is removing the phone. Removing the smart devices that have the ability to control people's emotions and outcomes. It's like going backwards to go forwards. You don't remove the technology, you still have it available, but you just limit to what it can do. You allow people to breathe within their own skin and within their own mind. So an interesting thought that I had, because if you can imagine this interconnectedness of grid works between phone to phone, each one connected to each other and then connected to a higher frequency in the aerial towers. How many lines? It's like planes and flight logs. So many lines and so many lines. It's disturbing the natural frequencies of the ley lines. Done on purpose, perhaps. But whatever it is, I believe the times are changing. People are putting down the phone, getting back into nature, getting back into the spirit of communication, teamwork, family building and friendship building and community. And if not, then we have a long way to go. But I believe we are getting there. So it is with that, I leave you with peace and love. Take care.